I don't want to do this anymore. Please make me not able to do this. God, smite me now.
I don't want to be alive anymore.
I can't do this fucking podcast anymore.
We haven't barked at the beginning of all. Should we bark?
Would we feel, just get it over with.
Would we feel better?
No.
If we say hi to our dude dogs out there and remind them that we are the #1 alt-right wrestling podcast on iTunes.
And the number 3 alt-left.
And the number 3 alt-left, surprisingly. You'd think there'd be more wrestling podcasts. Hey, get out of there.
No! I'm done!
The microphone can't hear you. At all.
I hate this.
You're too close. Happy medium.
Fine.
See, you feel better?
No.
Feel like you can do 10 more episodes?
No, I don't. I feel like I can do...
When I said that out loud, it didn't feel good.
I feel like I can do -6 episodes. Take 6 away.
Take the amount of time we've done this and add it back to my life.
I love that we started in May
of last year.
Of the year before.
2017.
It is now February 2019, and we're not even done.
What's happening? Well, it's okay. At least we're right on time with this one. A mere, 8 weeks after the last one?
I don't care.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
We probably recorded it 8 weeks ago. I think we actually put one out in January.
Yeah, we did. We looked it up.
So we're like 6 weeks. Pretty good.
No.
Pretty good, guys. Okay, so 6 weeks an episode, 10 more episodes, 60 more weeks. We are easily done by April 2020.
That is if we live that long.
Easily done.
I don't plan on living that long, so...
I think we got this.
No. Just make it stop.
It's going to be a breeze. We've done upwards of... I would say 4 episodes since September. So
they've gotten so much harder to do.
The pace we're on.
And we're fast forwarding through talking segments now.
Yeah.
And it's so much harder than when we were watching them before.
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. But here we are.
Don't play with it. It's expensive.
Kelly's playing with what apparently an expensive tape measure.
It was $45.
$45.
And I didn't pay for it.
New York City.
It's Fat Max.
Yeah, it's a Fat Max. Which is too fat for you, skinny boy.
Why did you say that?
What are you, a size 2?
Hey, don't skinny shame me.
Come up here on the bed with the size 9 and 12.
I like that we all wear ladies' sizes.
Well, we all wear ladies' clothing.
Yeah, that's true. You should see what we are wearing tonight.
Oh, boy.
Nothing at all. Just a bunch of low-hanging fruit.
Full evening wear tonight.
Yes.
How's your dick sit in your balls like that? That's weird.
So this show is what? October 9th, 2000.
Year of our Lord.
Which means we only have a little more than 2 months of Nitro left to go. It's going to be no problem.
Except for we're also doing 2001.
It's going to be a breeze. We'll talk about that later. You might get...
I think 2001 is better than 2000.
It is better. There's some good matches in 2001. There's some good cruiserweight matches.
They turn it around in 2001.
Sort of. Yeah, it's perfect. We stopped just as a few good matches are starting to happen. So we don't accidentally see a good one.
All those Air Paris matches.
Yep. Air Paris and Air Styles.
Chris Daniels breaking his neck.
Oh, have you watched that lately? That clip is worth revisiting like every couple of weeks.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
At least his leg's not in a U shape.
He goes right on top.
Right on his head.
It just bounces on his head. It's hilarious. Like, I guess it would be less funny if he was paralyzed or dead, but not funny.
But then we wouldn't have got 19 years of pretty good wrestling.
Yeah. No, he good. Use your words. You got it.
Remind me, where's this show from?
This show's from Brisbane. Brisbane, Australia. Drew didn't like that. Drew. It's okay. We won't do much Australian.
Yeah, that's it. That's it for now.
I don't fucking believe you.
Oh, no. We are going to be doing more, but I'm just saying, that's it for now. Just the stuff that we talked about, which wasn't even that much.
Yeah. It was just all of it.
Remember when we used to do 3 or 4 pages of notes, and now I barely did a page?
Double spaced.
Double spaced.
Yeah, we definitely got it down. We're getting better at it. We've almost cracked the code in 10 months into it.
I think the code is stop watching Nitro.
Yeah.
I can't.
Now, I feel like something amazing happened in this show. It opened with a match?
It opened with a match.
It opened with a match.
That
and
went a decent amount of time.
And the arena was filled with people.
So many people!
Who paid to see WCW. It was amazing. Because I don't know if you remember wrestling outside of North America and Japan, like a few years ago, but there was nothing. They were just so anytime WWE or even WCW in 2000 would do a tour anywhere, it would just do gangbusters because everywhere was so starved for like big time wrestling.
Was it the same with TNA?
Oh yeah, when TNA would do England, they would kill it.
They kill it.
Yeah.
Should have just moved to England. You would have saved all that money you lost for years.
Instead of Ontario, where you are now Canada's second largest indie.
Yep. Kinda.
Way to go, Impact. But that's a sweet new TV deal you got there.
Yep.
The Pursuit channel.
I got it. Do you got it?
Totally. How about the Fursuit channel? I'd watch that.
I bet you would, and do some gross things to your body.
Nothing. Well, joke's on you. Because nothing I do to my body is gross. Except when God's watching. Then it's gross.
Everything I do is gross.
But yeah, we kicked off with a match somehow. Which was like, we were all jarred by it. We're like, oh, they're just getting right to it?
Yeah, just right to it. And
gotta keep that crowd hot.
And given the 2 participants in the match, we thought, oh, this could be good.
And then
it was
a thing.
It was something.
Stuff happened.
Yeah. So I believe it was Elix Skipper, former Cruiserweight champion.
Yep.
Who, I guess, recap, lost it to, I keep wanting to say Deion Sanders.
It is sports superstar Deion Sanders.
It's not Deion Sanders. It is Mike Saunders.
Saunders.
It's not Saunders.
It's Saunders.
It's spelled Sanders. It's pronounced Sanders.
It's
There's
Sanders.
no U.
All right. So Mike Saunders
Yep.
won it.
Colonel Saunders.
Colonel Saunders. That's it. How am I going to remember that? Oh, yeah. Colonel Saunders.
So Mike Sanders won it, tagging with Kevin Nash in a handicap match against Elix Skipper. A bunch of bullshit happened. He won it. Elix Skipper and Filthy Animals member Rey Mysterio. And Drew, what kind of shirt was he wearing?
I would say it was a black mesh women's size XL.
Yeah, it was like a women's tall tee, which I didn't know they made.
Imagine the shirt that Christian used to wear in 2000.
Yeah.
Add sleeves and make it like 3 times bigger.
Yeah, like, imagine if women sold drugs on the corners of Baltimore, then it'd be like that. Yeah.
That was his top gear.
Yes, yeah.
What was his bottom gear?
As most people who backyarded back in the day, they liked a very popular attire choice for gear was the UFO pants.
Yes.
Which I definitely did.
Yeah. A classic.
And Ray was definitely sporting some bright yellow UFO pants.
On a regular day, what size would you say Rey Mysterio is?
I would say Ray's pant size, I'd say he's like a 28.
Yeah, 28.
He's like a 28-24.
Yeah. Probably.
His legs are 2 feet long at best.
Yes. What set pant size would you say he was wearing?
He was
42.
doing roughly a 40. I'm gonna say they were square. I'm gonna say it was a 42-42.
Yep.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
But they stayed right around his waist the whole time.
Oh yeah,
right?
absolutely. He didn't
never had to
adjust them. And
what?
The bottoms of these pants, like where your feet come out of.
Yeah.
How roughly? What was the circumference?
Larger than his feet.
Yeah.
Because I
Basketball.
don't think you saw his feet once.
No, it's like he glided across the ring.
Yeah.
I love that this kind of started the trend of Ray constantly having to fix gear because there was all of the pants years,
Yeah.
and then there was all of the mask
Rey
years.
Mysterio, the pants years.
Because it's like,
Fancy.
I'll get a mask, but I'm not going to get a strap for it.
No.
I'm just going to have it sit on my face.
I'm going to hope for the best.
I'm going to do a move, then I'm going to have to grab at the bridge of my nose and the eye holes to pull it back down to where it goes. Then I'm going to do a move and then do that exact same thing.
Repeat.
And then I'm going to do a counter or something or run the ropes and then mid-move, fix my nose because my mask is sliding up. And this is just his precursor to it.
Yeah.
He was prepping for fixing his mask.
Rey, fiddling with gear since the year 2000.
So the only two spots that I wrote down were one is Elix did a sunset flip powerbomb to Rey to the floor, and Rey smacked his head on the floor, not the padding.
Yeah.
Rey died.
Rey died.
I remember two other things before we get to the big thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rey did like a running one-hand bulldog facebuster thing, but also sort of turned it into a rocker dropper.
Kind of.
He couldn't make up his
He
mind.
couldn't decide what he was doing.
Sort of threw his leg on top of him at the end of it, and then I feel like they just 100% botched a wheelbarrow.
No, I think they botched the set like before it get the wheelbarrow because they did that weird like I'm gonna whip but grab your arm. Are you grabbing my arm?
Are you?
Yeah,
Are you really?
Are you hitting the ropes or are you whipping me towards the ropes?
Yeah. Who's to say? And
then nothing else happened.
Which that happens so much on these Nitros. Like I don't know what it is with people who can't seem to like match planning just isn't a thing.
Like, here's what I've figured.
Or they have bad memories all of a sudden. I don't.
Here's what I think is going on. Here's my theory. Here's my working theory. Is what I'm writing my thesis on. I feel like this is an era in wrestling, this like late '90s, early 2000s, where people are starting to do more complicated stuff in their matches that requires better planning.
Yeah,
but there's still the mentality of calling in the ring. So this is a fabulous case of worst of both worlds.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think that's what's going on.
It's also an interesting maneuver for a man that is 5'11", 5'10", to do to a man that's 5'4", 5'5". What's Rey?
Yeah.
Interesting for a big, tall guy to do this specific thing to a small guy.
Uh-huh.
What was the second thing?
I
think you already said.
No, I had both my things. Yeah, so I guess we have to get to the other thing.
Oh! Kelly, it was amazing.
We all screamed. Kelly looked like he was giving birth. Kelly put his feet in stirrups.
It happened for everybody.
that was Kelly's thing. He's like, oh, everybody saw it.
Because it's like they're there, and the front row is here in front of them,
right
and then
there.
it happens, and then they all saw it.
So Elix sits Rey.
He crotches him.
He crotches him, yeah.
Yeah, and what's his most famous thing he's known for? His biggest spot.
The crazy thing he did on the cage in TNA. The
walk
across the cage in Toronto. So crotches Rey on the top rope. Rey positions himself so he's sitting on the top rope, right in the middle, center between the turnbuckles. Elix goes to the top, does his walk along the ropes. As he gets to Rey halfway along the ropes, this seemed like Elix's fault. Yes,
it kind of seemed like Elix was afraid to go.
Yeah,
like he got there and went, "Ooh, this is scary."
Yeah, I don't think we've seen him do this before.
Also, no, I don't think so.
Was Rey crotch still?
No, Rey moved his leg.
He positioned himself.
I was going to say that wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, no, he was just sitting facing into the ring.
Rey knew how not to get hurt.
Yeah. So Elix sort of gets there and appears to panic.
Yep.
And covers us up by just sitting on Rey's face and then just tumbling to the outside. It was horrific.
Rey held on for dear life.
Yeah.
Rey held on to the rope so he wouldn't fall, but it's at that point, fine.
Yeah, no, I assume his life flashed before his eyes. That would have been so scary.
Yeah. It was such a shit show.
Yeah. And then it was just the match just seemed like a bunch of diving flips and it didn't really have much structure to it. I felt it was
which is sort of a common issue.
Yeah. Elix's selling was also really bad because I felt like every time he took a bump, he would roll 3 or 4 times away from wherever he took the bump.
Yeah.
Also, Tigress was on commentary.
Oh, yeah.
Who is joining our commentary team of Tony Schiavone, Mark Madden, and Stevie Ray.
Oh, Fruit Booty. Tigress is so fucking annoying.
She was bad.
She's horrible.
Yeah, which is maybe clever on their part, because they got her there right in the first match to make Stevie Ray seem good.
Yes.
To trick us.
So one thing, if the only way to make Stevie Ray sound competent and good is to put a dumb bitch on commentary, which is exactly what they did.
Yeah.
Which then, as the match is happening,
Of course.
Tori Wilson jumps out of the crowd.
And Kelly gets all mad at it. I'm like, Kelly, what? You think only one thing's going to happen? We need a bunch of things to happen.
You gotta keep the crowd's attention divided. You can't just focus on one thing. So Tori jumps Tigress, beats her down. Elix manages to steal the win from Ray.
Yeah.
Now...
But again, as was also a common theme, not right away. Like, they do the distraction.
Right.
And then some more shit happens,
Yeah.
and then the finish. So this was one of those. And Elix won with the play of the day.
Yeah.
Prime time, baby.
Did
Prime time.
Did MVP call it the Playmaker?
Playmaker.
I wish they weren't named so similarly.
I
can't remember.
Not to get too off track here, but I see that MVP's in Ring of Honor now,
Is he?
and he's teaming with Kenny King
Ooh.
as
that sounds like
as
something.
black guys who are friends now. That's their team name.
That's not as good a team name as Best Friends, but I'm okay with black guys who are friends.
Gotta pair them together.
The old BJWAFN.
BJ Whitmer.
BG.
Oh.
Black guys who are friends now.
Mm.
Yeah, it's almost got the
It's
same.
like
ring as Best
make
Friends.
how I want Shelton and Apollo Crews to be a team, but
Because-
not just because they're bald, muscular, athletic black guys.
But also partly because
Because they look cool together.
Is this the Vince sort of...
Yes. Like
We got a
making Kofi and R-Truth a team because they both have the similar hair.
we got a black guy here. We got a black guy here. God damn! Make a team.
Oh, pal.
They could be brothers. Goddamn.
I mean, they are brothers, but
Brothers, but not brothers.
Yeah.
So after Tori's done the beatdown at ringside,
Yeah.
we immediately cut to the back
we're Torians.
for a promo in the back
Yeah.
with Shane Douglas, whoever Shane Douglas was talking to.
Yeah, I don't... Oh, it was Disco Inferno
Oh,
and...
Disco and Alex, right.
Right.
And Tori, who apparently can time travel.
Yeah,
It's the Macho Man
Yeah.
ability.
Jump down. Oh, he's here.
the Macho Man teleport.
Teleport.
The
So
best.
Tori Wilson teleports from the ring to the back.
Only Macho Man did it on
Live
show, which
yeah.
was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. To be part of that, which was just fucking weird. I'm not going to go through every single one of these.
Do it.
Mike Saunders has 5 or 6
He's
come to the ring and cut
on
promos on the show.
the screen so
This
much.
is where they learned the Baron Corbin from. Somebody was watching 2000's WCW
Just take
and
a
said,
guy-
we should have Baron Corbin
Hey,
come out that many times.
we should have a guy nobody really likes and put him on a lot.
For an hour's worth of a 3-hour show.
Yeah.
Why? What is this?
That's how you get the crowd to boo.
Is it?
I don't care. So this is one of the...
I thought you do it by teaming a black guy with a white guy. They'll lose their minds.
in the South. One of his many promos, but he said that later tonight, Tori and Tigress were going to have a down underwear match.
Where?
Down where? Down underwear.
Down underwear.
Down underwear. Which essentially is bra and panties, but they're in like safari gear,
dress-
which doesn't even make sense because they're in Australia and not Africa.
We're going to dress them like wallabies.
Put some roo seats on them. My wife likes to dress like that.
I like roof suits.
Got a patch there.
Drew won't acknowledge it
Well, he
audibly,
likes it.
but he is laughing.
It's my wife's persona. I don't understand. It's
Sometimes I'll hide in the pouch.
Yeah. I put my head in there sometimes. That's only on a Friday night.
But she's... I couldn't do it.
I'm looking at Drew.
She's a stickler for realism, so the pouch is full of mucus. All right, what's the next match?
One night she asked me to be a chairs was, and I said, no, that's
No.
too far.
Won't do it.
Does she also spit onto her forearms to keep herself cool in the sun?
Wait, what? What?
That's what kangaroos
that
do.
thing?
Oh, is that they do?
Oh,
I see.
Suddenly a Roo expert out
Yeah.
of nowhere.
Hey, I watch Planet Earth every night before I go to bed. I know a lot about a lot.
That was like a Scott Steiner line.
Yeah.
I know a lot about a lot.
Oh, I can't wait till we get to that, because that's a thing that happened tonight, too. Anyways, sorry, what was the next match? Was it a match or was it another segment?
Well, then it just the Mike Sanders shit was like
the cat came
setting
out.
up like 100 matches throughout the show. So one of them was a tag team title match that was the Natural Born Thrillers against the Boogie Knights. Although I wrote it as the Booger Knights.
Got him.
Got him. This match
Pretty good.
Yeah.
pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Like
Disco Inferno, competent wrestler.
Disco,
not
like,
ironically.
hot fired up hot tag.
Yeah, he had a
like
good
came
hot
in
tag.
and just bumping.
Like, and like all his execution is good.
Also, Lil Nate
Oh,
took
oh my
a
God.
ridiculous bump.
Clothesline.
They did like a ref bumper, like guy ducks and ref gets clothesline. Nate does a fucking neck
Neck
bump.
bump. It was crazy.
Almost did a
Jesus.
flip out of it.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, he's tiny, and when you've got one of O'Hare or Jindrak
But like
running
even
at
most
ya-
tiny refs like bump like absolute shit.
yeah, because they're refs and not
Yeah, because they're refs and they're retarded.
Lil Nate fucking
You
gets
can't
it.
spell ref without ref-tarded.
Charles Robinson's been refereeing for a long ass fucking time.
Yeah.
He's still fucking refs.
Yeah.
He's got to be 75.
He's older than Ric Flair.
He's older than Ric Flair, and he's Little Nate. Yeah, so the match was pretty good.
Yeah.
The finish was interesting.
Everything
Yeah.
up to the actual execution of the last move was good. Like even the setup to the finish was good
Yeah.
because it was like kicking out of like an O'Connor roll or something, right?
Yes.
like right
Shoots
into
him a
the
style.
Right-
the chart buster.
I'm
called?
not sure if he's still called.
It might not be called that. It might have a new gimmick name.
Maybe.
But and then Jindrak proceeded to take it's a stutter. Take it like Linda McMahon.
Like Linda McMahon.
Just to the side, kind
Yeah.
of.
Charles Robinson is only 54 years old.
Still got it.
I can't believe that.
I can.
That means he started super fucking early.
It means he started in his late 30s.
That's, you know what? That's pretty good.
Real Dave Bautista.
He's also a devout Christian, according to Wikipedia.
Exactly.
So good for him.
Can't wait for Batista to sign with AEW, which is an actual thing that might
Who
happen.
cares? AEW. I'm not getting into it.
A&W?
AEW?
A&W.
Chris
But-
Jericho
but-
versus a root beer. Sign me up.
But unfortunately,
There's more Nitro to talk
this
about.
match was bullshit. Because,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
Because the
just-
Boogie Knights win the title.
Boogie Knights
Yeah.
win.
Dusty finish.
Dusty finish. Sanders comes out. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Restart the
Sanders
match.
in his third appearance in 3 segments.
It is.
Yeah.
It is straight up his third
I know.
The rest of the Natural Born Thrillers beat down the Boogie Knights, and then whatever, restart the match, and then whatever, who cares? Jindrak and O'Hare win. Cool, whatever.
I
Like,
literally don't remember what happened after the restart. I know, obviously, the heels won.
They just pinned
but-
them.
They just pinned them?
that was it.
All right,
Gee,
cool.
I'm going to throw your pomegranate ginger ale there.
Fuck you.
Just a reminder, this podcast and all previous podcasts retroactively have been brought to you by Canada Drail, Pomegranate Ginger
Canada
Ale.
Drail.
Canada Drail. Had a little stroke. I'm back.
Which does happen later on.
Canada Dry, Australia Dry, Pomegranate Ginger Ale is put on your roof suit and shove it in your pash. That's the slogan. Don't look at me like that.
Oh. Continue, Drew.
Dusty
Dusty finish.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the guys in jeans, the ab guys in jeans come out.
Oh, there were so many pairs of jeans on this episode.
There's so many pairs of jeans on every
Except
episode.
for Johnny
no
the
one wears
Bull.
he had white
He has
pants.
shiny gray
Get shiny
pants.
like leather white.
Still not gear though.
No.
No. Hey, at least we didn't get to see Reno's dumb gear.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I'm gonna say that he couldn't get into the country, and that's why he wasn't on the show.
Sure,
Hot-
anyone who's,
hot take.
Anyone who's not on the show couldn't get into the country.
But they specifically made reference to him not being there.
Yeah.
So I think it was because he couldn't get out of the country because he did some bad things when he was younger.
I'd say you're probably right.
Cutting tags off mattresses, I bet.
Jaywalking. And then other people...
Q walking.
Ooh.
That's where you walk in a circle and then you walk out to the middle.
Do a I thought that was just if you're walking kind of gay. It's Q walking.
That is that also true.
I was saying some other people decided to wait until they did get into the country and then do bad things. Namely, Juventud Guerrera, who did a bunch of PCP and then fought off like 18 guys in a hotel and got
Naked.
fired.
Naked.
Yeah.
Bare ass naked.
Important part of the story.
How do you do that? Just your dick hanging out. I don't know.
Well, at that point, you're hallucinating fighting giant bat skulls.
Is
So
that what he said he was doing?
I don't know. I assume that's what happens on PCP.
Also, while we're on this, which I think we might have mentioned on the last podcast, but it's been so long that
We have no idea what we did in the last
How much
podcast.
money do they lose on this show, Scott?
A bunch. And the fact that they didn't make a good profit is the embarrassing part. Because they did like a little Australian tour here. They sold out every single show.
Two Nitros, 2 Thunders.
Yeah.
They do any house shows?
I think they might have.
Maybe.
Yeah. Sold out every single show. Still lost money on ticket sales alone. I'm not even talking about overall. Still lost money because their agreement with the arenas was they would, and I guess they were confident that they would sell well because even they knew that Australia was starved for
Anything.
pro wrestling. So the agreement with the arenas was that WCW would buy back any unsold seats. And I'm sure you in TV land are thinking, well, they sold out, so they didn't have to buy back anything. Wrongo, good friend, because they still had to buy back all the seats that had to be blocked off for the entrance and set and all that, and were physically unsellable. They still had to buy those back due to poor planning on their part, so they still lost money on every single show.
Could you imagine how much money they would have made?
They would have made great money.
Would have saved them for a while, I bet.
Yeah.
They might have, that might have bought them a month or two.
They might have lasted a little longer in 2001. They could have done that reboot pay-per-view they were planning on doing.
The reboot.
It's a reboot and root beer.
Oh, I thought it was a reboot by Dr. Steve Brule.
Oh yes, reboot. Then
Just totally lost steam.
No. So then I don't know. Another dumb thing throughout the course of the show was David Flair and Stacy Keibler.
This was my favorite part.
Doing. That is a very poorly drawn arrow.
I broke my arm. I can't do anything.
Yeah, just more of the baby shit and who the dad is and whatever. So there's a Stacy promo.
Oh, Stacy, who knocked you up?
With baby face Mark Madden, which just doesn't make any sense. He's calling her a slut.
No, I think she's a face and he's a heel.
But they were cheering.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but they're criminals.
They were
I like
penile colony.
I wanted to see because obviously
He penile Colin. I like it.
I wanted to see because obviously wrestling has they don't get a lot of wrestling over there, so I wanted to see a guy turning on TV in his house in Australia for the first time, seeing it being with his buddy and being
describing it.
It's like, "Oi, Bruce, what are you doing?" It's like, "I'm watching wrestling. See what's going on here. Well, you got this Sheila here. She was knocked up by this bloke, but now you got this other bloke coming in and saying that he's the father."
That's what happened.
Yeah.
But it also led to us getting the reveal of the tag team of Mike Awesome and Crowbar.
And the fucking gall of them to talk to us like we know they're a tag team.
Yeah.
The balls on these people.
The cojones on them. The grapefruits. To think that we
disco balls.
watch Thunder.
Yeah.
And know what
We
happens on
watched
Thunder.
last week and know that Mike Awesome and Crowbar are a tag team.
Crowbar dressing like a 70s man.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then he comes out and takes
so
off
good.
All his clothes.
His hat, his sunglasses, and his jacket, and goes, "David, don't you see? It's me.
Yeah.
It's Crowbar."
Yeah, Crowbar's dressed like Huggy Bear, basically.
but he still looks like
But he's still
Crowbar.
fucking Crowbar. But yeah, he takes off the hat and glasses and he's like, "No, it's me."
David, look, it's me under here.
I'm undercover.
So, the next thing I wrote was just Tigress versus Tori, and then I just wrote sluts, and then we fast forwarded through it because it was poor work.
Yeah, there was probably a winner.
Sure.
I would say.
Tori won because
She was
for the first time in the evening, Shane Douglas ran down
Right.
and cost Tigress the match.
Shane Douglas has better interference later on.
Oh, sure he does. Then one of the other things that was set up earlier by McDonald's.
How about Shane Hugless and his nice?
I don't think Shane Douglas is nice.
No.
I think
I don't.
I think he's
just like I don't think anyone's favorite wrestler. Is Shane
I think he's a
Douglas.
fat sack of shit. So,
But we did kind of sweeten on him a bit the last few
when he
shows.
said some shit
when
about,
when he kept yelling "bitch" at people.
or when he told Medusa one time to fight me, bitch.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was endearing.
But early,
Endearing Gandhi.
it was set up earlier that it was Mike Sanders would pick a partner and the Cat would pick a partner and they'd have a match. So Sanders picked Kevin Nash and the Cat picked Booker T. Cool.
and that's a match.
Whatever.
What a weird match.
It was nothing.
That's
Although Nash put some effort in.
He did a big old sidewalk
hit
slam.
an awesome sidewalk slam.
And then took a
And
bump
then took some bumps. I
off
think he
the
took
thing.
2
Yeah.
or 3.
Yeah.
Which is more than he's taken the rest of the year,
Well,
probably.
because now he's trying to ingratiate himself to whoever the new ownership's going to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy works hard.
Yeah.
He's a team player.
Yeah.
Put himself on the show.
He's probably going to do a bunch of like random stupid jobs now too.
Probably. Yeah.
Like look at all these guys I put over.
Well, doesn't he give the win back to Ray at some point?
Yeah.
From stealing the mask,
think
and
so,
so
yeah.
he's like, "Oh, look, I put guys over. I'm a nice guy. I'm a team player."
Yeah.
Cat and Booker win clean, which I was surprised.
Yeah.
Except for there was some poor camera work in this match
Oh,
where
yes.
we almost missed the finish.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah, it was like set up, crowd shot, crowd shot, crowd
I'm
shot.
like, what are they
syndicate.
doing?
Yeah.
And then I imagine it's because Booker's dick fell out of his pants or something because it's big and it's hard to keep in there.
I know what it's like.
But then, so they win. But then, literally out of nowhere, Steiner's in the ring beating up Booker T with a pipe.
How about Booker N?
Booker N?
Yeah. All right.
What does the N...
I don't
Nice
know,
guy.
but when he lost the T, he should have just switched to that.
Coulda.
Or how about the other way? How about Booker wins it and Ahmed Johnson is Big N
I'll accept that.
for Norris? That's his last name.
Norris. Tony Norris,
Yeah.
yeah. Big Norris.
Or nice guy.
Or nice guy. Big nice guy Norris.
I like that. Big nice guy Norris. I like that.
That's your new name.
Now I'm just gonna be laughing about Big N for the rest of the podcast.
Like Big R.
Like, yeah, Big N Shimizu of Dragon Gate.
Does the R stand for retard?
Oh my god, hard R Shimizu? Oh, we did it, shut it off, we're done, we got there. It took us 40 episodes, but we got hard R Shimizu. Alright.
No one was punched in the stomach. This is not the time for a shark laugh.
Oh man.
Oh, hard R.
How are we gonna come back from that?
We can't.
Alright. Well, let's
Shut
see what we
off.
can do.
There's not a lot left. So Steiner
Yeah.
then proceeds to try and cut a promo, but he's so jacked up from beating up Booker with a
He
pipe.
just says a crazy thing.
Like, the words he says aren't a sentence.
No.
do we
they
know
are
what the
just,
words were meant to be?
Yeah, I'd have to go back and watch.
you stupid beep, get out of my ring, you beep.
It was like, I just kicked your ass. Now you're gonna see that's
Something like that.
exactly what happened.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I believe Steiner then challenges Sting to a match because Sting was involved in all this.
Yeah, just cause.
Then we had Big Vito was with Mike Saunders, who told him that he
Go in.
Stickball.
gonna have
Stickball.
a match, you big old queer. And then
I don't think he said that.
I think he called Vito a big old queer. He's from the South, and Vito's from Staten Island. I'm sure that they have some heat.
How about instead of Big Vito, it starts with an N?
N Vito?
I mean,
Intro Vito? Like in
Vogue?
in vitro.
in vitro, that's what I was looking for.
So Big Vito's match is against Goldberg.
Comes out of the turkey based.
Goldberg pretty much squashes him.
Yeah.
Goldberg
Even though I think Vito's a face.
But Vito had said that they're friends, and after the match, they
Okay.
will be friends again.
A classic face-on-face squash.
Face-on-face squash of a guy who's like vaguely pushed most of
He
the
kind of
time.
was,
Yeah.
has been pushed for a while, yeah.
He's actually way better than we give him credit.
He's pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Like his kicks are really good.
Yeah.
Like his in ring like placement and movement
Yeah.
and stuff is really good.
Yeah.
He's just kind of like whatever.
Yeah. No, but like two of the big takeaways from 2000 Nitro so far have been like Vito and Disco better than I remember.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Also, Sid, the greatest of all time.
Sid the best.
The GOAT. So Goldberg goes to leave. Out comes Johnny the Bull to continue the feud that I didn't know was still happening.
It's on and off.
And then Goldberg just comes back in and beats up Johnny the Bull, jackhammer or spear, jackhammer, and then gets a 3 count because apparently that's how it works. Still,
No, he didn't get a 3.
I don't think he got it.
no, the ref counted it.
Did it?
No, the ref counted it.
I don't think
And
he
then they
did.
said he was 5-0.
I don't remember the ref counting it.
Ref counted it after he jackhammered him.
I do remember
Drew
him
seems
go-
confident.
I did remember him going for maybe a pump handle. He couldn't make up his
Oh
mind.
man, yeah.
Didn't know how to do a pump handle, that's for
Yeah.
sure. And then Johnny took a weird bump out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
he hit a spear, hit a jackhammer, and then the ref just like 1, 2, 3, and then Goldberg was, and then they said he was 5-0.
I don't remember that.
Because the same thing as last week when he beat the Harris brothers, he
Oh,
pinned
yeah.
one,
They
and then he
did, yeah.
pinned the other one, and they're like,
true.
the match was over.
Look, we got to get to 176 quickly somehow.
And it happens.
And it happens.
And then Goldberg and Vito hug it out, and then out comes Chronic, who are Goldberg's opponents at the pay-per-view.
Now they
Yeah.
have it.
And then they just stare each other down.
In
And
case you're
and
wondering
blow
if
kisses.
that's the main event of the pay-per-view, good news cigarette juice. It is.
It is.
Not the world title match.
Not the World Title match. Why would it be? It's Goldberg and Chronic.
It's Goldberg and Chronic. It's the two best things in WCW.
Next up is Mike Awesome and David Flair in a hardcore match.
Has Jarrett Sting not happened yet? Or did you not write it down?
You know what? I didn't write it down.
I think-
I feel like we're getting to the end, and a thing that happens before the end.
quickly just-
Okay, Jarrett came at the beginning of the show. Jarrett came to the building dressed as 80s Sting.
Yeah.
And whatever. And then he came to the ring to do an autograph signing as Sting. And then actual Sting came out and jumped him. And then they had a kind of like, it wasn't even like set up that it was a match,
It became a match.
but it
though.
became a match.
Yeah.
So Jarrett put Sting through a table, which Sting no sold.
Got right up.
Got right up. Then
Beat up Jarrett.
got beat up Jarrett, and then
got beat up by.
put him in the Scorpion
Yeah,
Deathlock,
yeah.
and then Jarrett tapped,
Tapped.
which then meant that he got to wrestle
Yeah,
Steiner.
so if we're being totally honest, we fast forwarded a couple of promos that might have explained this. But as
cares?
best we can tell, based on what happened in the main event, Jarrett and Sting had a match whereby the winner gets to fight Scott Steiner and the loser gets to special referee that match.
Pretty much.
Because that's what happens.
Pretty much.
Anyway. Awesome David
Awesome
Flair.
and David Flair was
Awesome was wearing...
wrestling gear,
Awesome was wearing...
huggers, knee pads, elbow pads, wrist tape,
You had.
entrance jacket,
You have 2 of those things correct.
wrestling shoes,
What was Awesome wearing?
bell bottoms, and that was it.
Jeans. He was wearing jeans.
Well, bell bottoms.
Bell bottom jeans.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what was David Flair wearing?
A t-shirt and
and
jeans.
This was jeans
And
on
sneakers.
jeans.
Yeah, but it's a street fight. It's a hardcore match. You don't wear gear for a hardcore match.
I guess you don't bring a knife to a gunfight.
Or a spoon to a knife fight.
Knife face spoony.
You've played it before. Yank.
I'll have a coffee beer.
Beer?
No, coffee
Beer.
beer. Coffee beer. COBA.
Give me one of those big beers like I see in the commercial. Thunk. Something wrong, Yank? I guess it's big. David Flair, a spitting image of his father.
Yeah.
An ability.
Okay. Maybe
I'll allow it.
maybe now, but I would say not even now.
I'll allow it. You think Rick is better now than David?
Flair right now. Rick right now. David 2000. Peckham.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That's
Okay. Let me.
that's a real.
Okay.
What did we decide was the opposite of a Sophie's choice?
Tom's choice.
No,
Fuck. What was it?
Sam's choice.
it's real Helen Keller's choice.
Kay's Choice. That band in the '90s that sang "I'm Not an Addict." That was a good one.
That's a deep hole.
I know. Fuck, what was
I don't
it?
remember what it was.
I don't either.
But that's a real that choice.
We'll put that in the footnotes if we remember what that is. Also, we'll invent footnotes, because we've never done them before.
I don't know, because, like, Flair right now is coming off of almost dying.
Okay.
But then, David is the worst wrestler of all time.
Rick, 2019.
Okay.
David, 2000. Reed, 2014. Fuck, marry, kill.
I mean, I would say marry Rick, but he has no money left.
Exactly.
You could have got some of it.
But, hold on. If I marry Rick, he probably can't get a boner anymore. So I wouldn't have to have... No!
You get those pills.
Not after that, having that, like, goddamn heart attack and, like, not being able to move.
He is Ric Flair.
All his guts fell out.
His guts fell out. So I wouldn't have to have sex with old man Rick.
I
mean, you wouldn't...
And it's not like Reed would fight
I was
back.
going to say, you wouldn't have to have sex with Reed for long.
You know what? Yeah, fuck Reed, marry Rick, and kill David. 100% kill David.
All right, we did.
And I'm pretty sure that if you gave Rick the choice, I'm pretty sure he would also choose kill David and have Reed back. The wrong son died.
Yeah.
That was also something that
we wouldn't have WrestleMania this year if the right son died.
I heard something horrible said about Charlotte
Uh-oh.
on Twitter about... Because somebody...
no.
Because, Kelly, I don't know if you're aware of this, but...
Twitter's full of...
No,
Twitter's
Twitter's full of retards that don't understand kayfabe.
Oh, yeah.
So in kayfabe storylines, they took away Becky's right and gave it to Charlotte. So somebody for some, I don't know, like one of those internet or like YouTube like Wrestle Talk Inc. or whatever things was like posted like something about Charlotte taking over. Somebody had commented like, what has Charlotte even done to deserve this title match, right? And there was just a bunch of people like whining and bitching
Does someone have a really funny answer to
because
that?
Because clearly, like, Becky is not going to be in that match at WrestleMania, like, you fucking retards. And somebody's comment in it was, like, something along the lines of, like, well, maybe if Reed hadn't OD'd, we'd still get Becky, or something like that.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, you...
Damn, son.
You nailed it. Because that's the truth. Hard truth. Not to be confused with our truth.
Hard R truth.
End truth? But yeah, secretly, David should be dead and Reed should be alive. David should have really gotten hooked on black tar heroin.
It's sort of surprising he didn't.
No, maybe he had the right people around him.
He and Raven were in the same place at the same time for a while.
Yeah, but Raven's like secretly a genius, isn't he? So
Yeah, but also a smack addict.
Yeah.
that is true. That is very true. Awesome David Flair was terrible. There was literally nothing redeeming about it at all.
No, David Flair doesn't know what he's doing.
Then Mike Awesome won and was going to throw David through a table.
Yeah, and as he picked him up for the powerbomb to put him through the table, David definitely helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David definitely didn't sandbag the pickup. He jumped and posted.
Yeah. And then didn't awkwardly flail once he was up either.
Yeah. Then Rick came down to stop him, and Mike Awesome was just like, okay, cool, whatever. Put him down. Left.
Yeah.
And then, like, what even happened?
Like nothing.
I don't think anything...
He was like, "Oh, my son," and then like David got up, and was like, "Oh, I don't need your help, Dad. And I'm running
It's
away."
not a phase, Dad.
Yeah.
I'm not just pretending to be a bottom. I'm really a bottom.
I'm never taking the Rue suit off. I like it. I feel like me in it. Leave me alone, Dad.
Don't we all?
Then we get the next match, or if you discuss this in the back with Jeff Jarrett, the next segment was...
Yeah, I love it how they're just calling them segments on screen.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, in theory, kayfabe breaking. It's just weird.
Yeah. Or like, I think there was one time where Tony Schiavone said run sheet.
That's weird.
Oh yeah.
I feel like he did say that,
He did.
though.
Yeah.
Oh no, coming up on the run sheet.
Yeah,
we
what's
got,
next in the script?
Yeah. We had Lance Storm defending the Canadian heavyweight title against Conan.
Lance tried his best.
Lance tried. Conan sort of tried.
Yeah.
He hit a pretty good rolling clothesline.
He did. He had a very good rolling clothesline, and Lance took a really good bump.
Yes.
Yeah.
Overall, not that great.
Oh man, Kelly got real mad at this. Real mad. So they're doing stuff.
Multiple people miss their spots. The ref.
We lost Kelly. There he goes.
Conan blew his spot.
Melted into the abyss.
Conan blew his spot. Referee blew his spot, and Shane Douglas blew his spot.
Kelly, don't touch.
Stop playing with it.
Don't touch that tape measure. It's not even that big.
That's how big I am.
Kelly, I swear to God.
Oh no, it hit me in the face.
Kelly hurt himself with the tape measure
kill him.
that Drew told him not to play with.
Don't play with it. It's not a toy.
It's $45.
Because I was using it.
As a toy.
No.
Yes.
To measure things.
Your wiener?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I broke it.
That's not how it. Don't push your bucket. Do me the fucking thing.
Oh boy,
Give
this
me
is
goddamn thing.
it's gone off the rails.
Drew is being mean. Everyone out there in video land.
Let it be known that Drew's being mean. So they're doing stuff.
Who's they?
Storm and Conan. Shane Douglas rears his ugly head once again.
Rears.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Kelly's still hurting. Charles Robinson is looking right at all of this. Shane Douglas pushes Conan right into a Northern Lights suplex by Lance Storm, which seems like...
No. That's what happens.
Yeah, you were underselling.
Yeah, you were underselling it big time.
Okay, you tell me the story then.
Lance backs Conan up into
Spin me a yarn, Hemingway.
Lance backs Conan up into the corner.
Yeah.
Douglas comes up to the apron way too soon.
Yeah.
So Lance grabs Charles Robinson and pulls him between him and Conan. So that Charles is looking at Lance so that Douglas can get in the ring to hit Conan.
Okay.
But all of this is way too close to the corner. So when Douglas gets in, he has to throw the punch like as he's getting through the ropes.
Right.
And then Lance hits the Northern Lights, but Charles Robinson has to keep his back to that corner the whole time because Shane Douglas is standing right there.
Just standing there.
And it seems like all this bullshit would be the finish, but it's not.
It's not.
He just kicks out of the suplex.
Kicks out of it, and Douglas climbs to the crowd and leaves.
Then
And
a
like
little more
laughing, like ha ha ha. Like you didn't do
You
anything.
didn't get him.
And then like two more spots happen.
Yeah. And then Storm wins.
It's so fucking dumb.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what was the point?
There wasn't one?
Yeah, I love the interference that doesn't lead to the finish. Twice on this show. Stupid.
Why are we surprised? Then this leads to our main event, which was even... Let's just say that we had never watched all of 2000's Nitro.
What a
Great plan.
what a beautiful alternate reality this would be.
And you watched wrestling. And then you tuned in to watch, it's Steiner vs. Sting, like, that's a good match.
Yeah.
So you tune in, and then you realize, like, Jeff Jarrett's the special guest referee. Well, I guess that makes sense, because him and Sting are feuding, and that's the match of the pay-per-view. Okay. But you understand the basic rules of professional wrestling.
Sure.
Which then pretty much just leads to Sting beating up the referee.
Just both guys. Just beating both
and
guys.
like no call for like
No.
Why wouldn't you disqualify him?
Yeah, you have the power to. You're
Because
the
then
ref.
if you disqualify him, then you can just beat him up with a chair or something.
Yeah, no.
But instead, you just let the good guy bump you around and beat you up.
Yeah, just repeatedly.
Like, so fucking dumb.
Yeah. It was great.
It was terrible. But the finish was pretty good.
Finish worked out.
Because the cat came out with Booker
Cat
T.
came back the very next day. Cat came back. They thought he was a goner. The cat came back the very next day. He just couldn't stay away. What have we learned?
That you've memorized that whole riddle.
I don't think
Is it what?
not sure it's a riddle.
Yeah, it's a riddle.
Where was the cat?
Where was the cat?
The cat was his mother. That's the trick.
They were dead the whole time. So the cat comes out and replaces Jeff Jarrett with Booker T. Booker then becomes the referee. The finish was duck a Steiner line, hit an axe kick. immediately fall backwards.
Booker did like the Harlem sidekick, but it was also sort of a super kick.
Yeah.
It was cool. Like he blasted him, and Steiner takes like half a step back right into Scorpion Death Drop.
It was
like really
great.
timing, positioning, good stuff.
Yeah, it was great.
Thumbs up all around.
Not to the show though, just to
Nope.
that spot.
Bad show, good spots.
And then that was it. That was it. They ended wrestling that day, and it's never existed.
Yeah, they said, this is the last Nitro.
This is as good as it's gonna get, and they were right.
They're mostly right.
This match sucked.
Oh, yeah.
The show sucked. WCW sucked. You guys suck. I suck.
Drew, give me the tape thing.
I will kill you.
No, it's expensive.
I will kill you.
Give me Fat Max.
No, you're too skinny for Fat Max.
Max.
Stop skinny shaming me.
No, I will not, you twink.
Oh, what?
You're a goddamn twink.
No.
You're a twunk?
There you go.
A twink and a hunk.
That's better.
He's a twink and a hunk.
All right, this podcast also brought to you by Fat Max brand tape measures.
It's actually a Stanley.
That's a Stanley Fat Max.
Auto
All right.
lock, 25 feet.
Stanley Fat Max.
Made in USA.
Got a 25-foot dick? Consider Stanley.
Want to measure the girth of it? Don't, because it doesn't bend very
It's
well.
not a good bender. It's
we'll see.
You need the loose tape measure for that.
Which I already know what it is. You just grab a paint can. There you go.
Yeah. Just put.
Wait, like one of those 28-gallon ones?
Yeah.
Like the big ones?
Just take 3 Pepsi cans and measure around them.
Yeah. For all 3 of his penises.
Yeah.
Side by side by side.
Ooh, the Hydra of dicks.
Hydra dick.
Cut one off, 2 more takes place.
Oh no!
Is that a bad dragon?
Ooh, I hope so.
A Hydra dick?
I bet there's at least
there has
one
to be.
multiple. There must be a double.
We'll do some research.
We'll do some research and
We'll do
get
research.
right back to you. I think we're is the next Nitro also in
Also in
Australia?
Australia.
It is, okay.
Yeah.
So we get to do more Fun Force?
I don't give a fuck. You do what you want.
Well, I don't like that attitude at all.
I don't like you at all.
Well,
Keep talking.
why?
I don't know.
Why are you giving me the...
Wrap it up. Just give me the wrap it up.
Oh, it's the wrap it up sign. I thought it was the keep on going
Keep rambling,
sign.
stupid. Just keep saying stupid, dumb shit because you're fucking retarded.
the old keep rambling stupid sign.
God, what a fucking idiot.
That happened for those not.
Do you remember when Luke did that?
Oh,
when
yeah,
we were
yeah,
doing
yeah,
the
yeah.
final show.
For those not in the know, and why would you be? It's a thing we know and you don't. A member of our Fed, we were doing promos, and he just got on the longest, dumbest, most pointless rant.
Well,
And-
we told it was the last show we did.
Yeah.
Or but we thought was our last show.
Yeah.
And so we were all doing sort of like, hey, what is VCW like meant to you? And like whatever. But we said like, like don't go super long,
Yeah,
but
do a couple minutes.
just give a quick little thing. And a certain dumbass was like rambling.
Just rambling.
So I'm behind the camera giving him the like wrap it up.
Oh, it was actually you. I didn't know that it was you
It was
doing
me.
it.
I was like, hey, let's
The wrap it up, the
this-
universal
let's
wrap
go.
it up
Hey,
sign.
Like you're going a little long.
And then he just kept.
And he took that as I wanted him to ramble on more.
Yeah, well, because it was so funny afterwards, because you gave him the sign, and he kept on, and eventually just, like, ran out of breath.
And then he was like,
Peter,
I'm kind of done.
and you're like, yeah, good,
Yeah,
click
no
over.
shit,
and,
dumbass.
and then you go to him afterwards, you're like, why did you keep going? I gave you the sign. He's like, oh, I thought that was, like, the keep going sign.
Keep rambling.
You idiots.
You idiot. You stupid bitch. You're as dumb as a dog.
Oh, it was great, though. It's worth it for the story. Go on.
But now you and I use that as a...
Now,
when
we use it to each other when we're ordering at KFC and
or any fast food.
fast food, and one doesn't think the other has ordered enough food yet. When we only have $14 worth of fast food, the other will go,
keep going. Gotta get 20.
Gotta hit that magic 2-0 at the fast food. Easier at some establishments than others.
Yes, definitely. Or like the amount of food you would get.
Yeah.
Like you can go to A&W and spend $20 easy, but you're only getting like maybe a combo and an extra thing. But if you go to like Wendy's,
A&W, is that what Batista signed to?
yeah, A&W. If you go to Wendy's,
Yeah.
ooh, you're getting a lot of food.
You're getting a lot of food. For
A lot
$20,
of food
yeah.
for $20.
Yeah, or like McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of Maccas. A lot of Maccas for 20 quid.